Hello, my students. Today you will read an interesting story. Its title is The Glass Cabinet. Be ready. Let's read the objectives. Today you will read the first part of the modern fable on page 110. Then you will identify new words from the story, and finally you're going to solve 3 reading comprehension questions. Now let's observe this picture. What do you see in this picture? I can see a king, a cabinet or a glass cabinet, a pair of shoes. What do you think the king is doing? He is putting the pair of shoes in the glass cabinet. Why do you think so? Why do you think he's doing so? I don't know. So we're going to read to know the story of this glass cabinet. Now let's move to the second picture. What do you see in this picture? I see 3 men. Maybe they are thieves. They are taking or stealing the glass cabinet. I think that this glass cabinet is very important and valuable, and that's why they are stealing it. Do you think so? I'm really excited to know its story. So let's get started and read the first part. Read the following modern fable. Well, do you know the meaning of the word fable? A fable is usually a short story that always teaches us a lesson. Okay? It always has a moral lesson. So we are going to learn a lesson throughout this fable. Let's get started. Please follow along with me. In a land far away but not so long ago, there lived a king. In his castle, the king had a magical glass cabinet. You could open the glass cabinet and take out of it anything you wanted. For example, if you wanted a new pair of shoes, all you had to do was to open the glass cabinet and take out a pair. Needless to say, this special cabinet made the king a very powerful man. My students, what's the meaning of the word powerful? First, it ends with full, then it is an adjective, okay? Powerful comes from the word power. It's a man who has power. So it means strong, a strong man. There was only one thing you had to remember. Every time you took something out, you had to put something back in. Now let's move to the second paragraph. One day, the king had to go on a journey. Journey, it's a noun and it means on a trip. In his absence, thieves broke into the castle and stole the glass cabinet. They carried it far away into the woods. There, they set the glass cabinet on a clearing and danced around it. "We are going to be rich!" shouted the chief of the thieves. "We will be the richest men in the whole kingdom!" yelled the second thief. "There will be no one as powerful as we!" hollered the third thief. Okay, my students, as you see, the 3 thieves are very happy, okay? I want to ask you, what's the meaning of the word thieves? Its singular is thief. And a thief is a person who steals or robs others' things, okay? So he's a robber. And now what's the meaning of the word chief? The chief of thieves. The chief is a person who is the boss or the leader of a group, okay? And finally, what's the meaning of the word hollered? Hollered is the same or the synonym of yelled or shouted. Well, my students, do you think that the thieves will be rich? Let's move to the third paragraph and read what will happen. And the chief of the thieves opened the glass cabinet and said, "I'm going to take out a bag of gold." And he put his hand into the cabinet and took out a big bag of gold. The second man put his hand into the cabinet and took out also a bag of gold. And so did the third man. Then they laughed happily. "I will take myself another bag of gold," said the chief. He took out another bag of gold. The other two thieves did the same, but they didn't put anything back in. Then the chief said, "Now let us get some rest." Well, this is the part that we want to cover for today. I think you are really excited to know what will happen later. Let's revise the words that we learned. Powerful means strong. Journey means a trip. Thieves, its singular is thief. And a thief is a person who steals or robs others' things. Chief is a boss or a leader. Hollered means shouted, screamed, yelled. These are the new vocabs. Please memorize them and copy them on your vocab notebook. Now let's move to the reading comprehension questions. Number 1, what is special about the glass cabinet? Number 2, what should you do if you took something out of the glass cabinet? Number 3, do you think that the thieves will live happily and rich after they stole the glass cabinet?